hella classics.
This is Knives on the Track.
Hey guys, this is Alex with Deputy Tribe, the father of Deputy Tribe. So we know this year is 2020 and this is election season. You know how it is. We are listening to a whole lot of debates of candidates vying for our votes, and they are literally doing everything they can to get our votes. There are a lot of promises made. We need to be careful as citizens that we are not buying whatever they are selling, because what it is that we are literally giving these people the power over us and over making really important decisions. So I think this is something that we need to be very careful over and think over and really understand what we are doing. And they are doing everything they can, and they are going to the extreme measures to make sure that they get our votes and making promises. But we also have to be careful, because these promises are not only not realistic, but also it can ultimately be our detriment, which can destroy our country. We live in a republic. We are not in a socialist country. It seems like socialism is just taking over the mindsets of our people. We need to be careful of that, and we need to stay the course of what our founding fathers left us within our republic form of government. We need to stay the course if we want to survive. There is a reason why Europe and all of these other countries, they are constantly changing their documents, their constitution. We are still on our one. The common thing I hear and see is the role of government within these debates, because these candidates are making promises after promises. And those are good things. I mean, those are well-tended things. Just because it's well-intentioned doesn't mean that's what's supposed to happen. Government needs to stay within the confine of government, meaning the federal stay within its federal limits, the state stay within its state limit, and everybody operate within their limit. In order for us to have a free and just society, each has to stay within its limits. So with all of that being said, why don't we understand and go over what is the role of the government? So what is the role of the government? And then you can use that as a test. So whenever you hear these candidates promising you something, you can say, well, that's not part of the Constitution. Oh yeah, that is. So you can make your own decision. It isn't me telling you who to vote for or to pick. You can use your own decision based on what you've heard. Go read it. Read it. Go to Article 1, Section 8 of our Constitution. Go read it. What is the role of the government? Number 1, it says Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, impose and exercise to pay the debt of the United States for the, here it comes, the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties imposed and exercised shall be uniform throughout the United States. So this one is very important. I read it all because it's very important. Couple things that we need to understand is that the federal government is supposed to provide a common defense and general welfare, not specific welfare. Now we have federal government in specific welfare. I mean, we have all of these specific groups that these candidates are catering to. Hey, if you vote for me, I will make sure that you get this. You get healthcare, you get free housing, you get this, you get that. That is not what this is saying. It needs to benefit everyone. It says general welfare, but it also says uniform throughout the United States, right? So it needs to be, we all need to benefit from it. Number 2, borrow money. Number 3, to regulate commerce with foreign nations. Number 4, to establish a uniform rule of naturalization. All right. Number 5, to coin money and to regulate the value. Number 6, to provide punishment of counterfeiting. Number 7, to establish post office and post roads. Number 8, to promote science. To promote science.
No, not in the same way.
To promote science and useful arts. That one, that's what it said. I don't really understand it, but that's what it said. I am not an artsy guy. I'm not into all that stuff, but hey, man, I will respect the Constitution because it said, it said it. Number 9, to constitute tribunal and inferior to the Supreme Court. So to have lower courts, okay? Number 10, to define the punishment of piracies and felonies committed on high seas. So the federal government can define what is the punishment for that because their job is to protect our naval seaports. Number 11, to declare war. I don't like war, but war is necessary at times. Number 12, to raise and to support the armies. Number 13, to provide and maintain a navy. Yes, in order for us to have safety, we need to support them because these people are putting their lives on the line so you and I can live in freedom. You and I can have the freedom that we have. Yes. Number 14, to make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces, so of where they can be. Number 15, it says to provide for the calling forth of militia. Number 16, to provide for organizing, arming, and disciplining the militia, so training of our military. Number 17, it says to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such district, not exceeding 10 miles. That's a long one. All right. Number 18, the last one. To make all laws which shall be necessary and proper to carry on to execution the foregoing powers. Now this one, I will go over it more in one of my other videos. So I will just leave that one open. So once again, guys, I just want you to just pay attention this year. Some of you, this is probably new to you. Some of you may not agree with it. Hey, you know what? I don't really agree with arts and all that stuff either, but there's a lot more into that. I think it's important for us to really pay attention this year because these people have a responsibility that will affect how we live, our future. So I think it's something that is very important for us to pay attention to. So thank you. Guys, how you doing? This is Alex, Deputy. Oh, nope, erase that. Okay, hey guys, this is Alex with the
That
father.
was even worse.
Hey guys! Why are you laughing? What, is it my face?
So funny.
Emily, go upstairs! We should call this rant and rave because that's what I feel like I'm doing.
Rant and rave by Mr.
All right.
Babe.
Yep.